Okay, if anybody's out there and on this, again, I'm trying things because okay, so I've just gone instant. I don't expect anybody to get on, but I'm sure somebody will probably get on. They usually do. Just trying out a few things. Got a few things in mind. Mucking around with the Patreon channel. Hello, somebody's on. It's unusual. How long? 28 seconds. Wow. G'day, whoever you are online. I'm just trialing some bits and pieces. Craig West. G'day, Craig. G'day, Dasher. How are you? Yeah. Mate, I'm okay. Been through the ringers, but yeah, I'm okay. So just trialing a few things like for my Patreon channel to just try and get all the streaming side of it. G'day, Luke. The streaming, geez, we've got 9 people on already. Yeah. So like I said, I'm just trying out a few things, guys, to for my Patreon channel as well as YouTube, and I want to try and get some different backgrounds up rather than when I stream from here because it's not a great background, and just things like that. How's all going? What you up to today? Okay, in Jomtien today, it's about 29 degrees. It's humid and it's raining. It rained pretty much for about most of the night, and it was pretty heavy this morning. It's sort of there's a little bit, a few spits here and there, but other than that, it's it's just a gloomy looking day. I think it'll blow over. So what's going on, guys? Where are you from, and what are you doing? You at work? Hey, Ian. Ian from Gaimea in the wet. Sydney's raining too, yeah? Yeah. Okay, like I said, guys, I'm just mucking around with things. I thought I'd get on and say good day and have a bit of a chat to you if you're interested. Yeah, it's all going on for me. If you know my story, walk this way. G'day, buddy. How are you? I'm on the beers in Sydney. Good on you, mate. I've been pretty good. I can't say I've been totally off them. I haven't. But no, I've been really, really good. I went for like 5 days without a drink completely, and haven't been on any benders and stuff like that. I've been really, really good. So, and I've been feeling a bit better for it too because I think it was knocking me around drinking too much. So anyway, but it's been raining, so I haven't been walking. Every morning I get up, it's raining, so I should just have to brave it and grab an umbrella or go for a walk or whatever. But I've only got one pair of decent shoes I can walk in, so if they get wet, they're gonna be smelly and whatever for the next couple of days. That's the problem. So my excuse not to walk anyway. But I quite enjoy it. So what's going on, guys? I've got 16 people on. Talk to me. What's going on? I had something interesting happen to me. I got called into the police station. Don't forget the thumbs up, guys. Thanks, Greg. I got called into the police station yesterday. Something that happened about 6 months ago. It was an incident at my house, and as this court case goes on, I can't really say much. But someone come into my house and illegally and done some stuff, and I'm getting pulled up. They're trying to get me for making false statements and what's the other thing? I'm making false statements and defamation. Yeah. So what happened is someone come to my house and basically under false pretenses called the police. And the police let her come into my house. This person, they took some books of mine, and they had some money stashed in the books. And and then they got away with it. And I protested, but I couldn't sort of do anything about it. I'm not Thai, so he just said, no, stop. And then that was it. They were gone. And then anyway, so I thought, I'm going to go report this to the police, right? Even though he was the police. But I went to Pattaya and whatever. And when I come back, I actually found the money. It must have fallen out, but the money and the keys to my motorbike. So, and I reported that the next day, but doesn't matter apparently. So problems out here. So I don't know what I got to do about it. But anyway, my lawyer's involved. He's telling me go and bite their bum. They can go and sue me for all he cares. So yeah, it's just things you got to watch out, guys. You've got to watch what you say, do, and cunning people. There's a thing called what's it called? Triad complex that some women have got here, and it's absolutely scary, guys. You hear about the scams and people getting scammed and that. Well, there's someone's done like studies on it, and apparently even the Thai government's worried about it because there's a lot of bad women, and they're just narcissistic people that just really, really don't care. They'll do anything to further their means, and they'll just rip you to shreds. And you just don't know. What you're in for, and they can come across so nice. And I read this article. It was a friend of mine's writing a book, and mate, it's unbelievable. Like they're just there's no remorse, there's nothing they won't do, nothing they won't say, nothing they won't lie about. Yeah, incredible. And unfortunately, I think I've been dealing with one of them, but yeah, it's incredible. I think it's called triad syndrome or complex or something like that. But yeah, very, very scary stuff. Anyway, so my day today's consisted. It was a late wake up because we had a late, bit of a late night, but nothing special, but just a late night. 8 o'clock wake up. Patty had to go to work early, and it's raining, so I went to the dry cleaners or the laundromat and done the laundry and had a toasted sandwich while I was waiting. And yeah, that's about the size of my day. I got a lawyer's appointment at 1 o'clock. Yeah, and that's about it. I thought I'd get on and do a live stream and see if anybody wanted to have a chat about anything or wanted to know about anything. So I've got 23 people on. Where are you from, guys? Tell me what's going on. I know a lot of people don't like to talk, but just say g'day and where you're from. Oh, just a big shout out. Last Sunday's live stream from Wombat and Kiwi Bar, right? Even though it didn't have Dara in it, was the best one I ever had. I got people buying me coffees and stuff and whatever donations. I got donated about $100. It was wicked, guys. Thanks. And it comes in handy right now because yeah, it's a really hard time at the moment, believe me. But yeah, so thank you so much to everybody that donated, bought me coffees and all that. Luke, you're from Hornsby, mate. I was born in Hornsby Hospital. How about that for a coincidence? I know it's a bit. Well, last time I was in Australia, it was a bit of a rundown mess. But I was born in Hornsby Hospital, and my dad died in Hornsby Hospital. So, but I spent most of my life in Penrith, out west. There you go. Who else is on, and where you from? 67 Bryony from Newcastle. G'day. Is it Bryony or Brinny? Okay. What's the weather like in Newcastle? Rev? Oh, g'day, Rev. How are you, Reverend? You were on the other day. Brought up some good stuff. It's good to have you along. We need some, yeah, people that, a lot of people are very, are Christians and stuff. Yeah. Faith over fear. Yeah. Michael O'Mara, overcast with showers in Perth. Okay. Overcast with showers for Brinny, yeah. Hey, mate, quick question. How is Thailand better than you in Australia? Thinking of leaving my Oz myself. Okay. Well, for me, it's a lot cheaper. There's just so many things. It's just a lot freer over here. Like there are things you have to watch out and they can catch you out, but just general life is a lot freer, a lot cheaper. Like where we live now, it's okay. I'm in a good little spot. It's not the greatest apartment in the world, but it's it's usable, and I'm happy here. I'm actually quite happy here. It's and my thing is 5,000 baht a month. 5,000 baht a month, $220, guys, a month for my accommodation and my electricity, with me running the air cons all the time. But now I've gone humble. Last 3 days we've been using the fans, and it's been okay. So yeah, so my electricity bill was 2,000 baht, which is about $80 for the month. So, and the water's just about nothing. So yeah, that's a huge thing in itself. Like just the stress that you don't have to. Like you can still have expensive homes and that. There's beautiful homes around here and stuff like that. The Thai homes are a bit different to your normal homes, but money wise, you'd be living in a mansion for $1,000 a week. Let me tell you. Yeah, it is. It's a lot slower. Thai time is a lot slower. Everybody's a lot more laid back. I suffer from depression and I've got a lot going on. It's very, very stressful for me, but the pace over here is generally a lot slower. Yeah, so it's look, I just like it. I just love it. It's just it's just how do you put it? Um, I like the variation that's over here. One minute there'll be someone live in a box on across the road, and there'll be a mansion or a hotel or a Hilton hotel across the road, and stuff like that. Like the diversity of the place is amazing. Oh, that sucks, Tabitha. Yeah, like I suffer a lot of pain. I don't know. I've got a big scar across there. I broke my neck. I got a cage in my neck. I got a cage in my back, and I've had some corrective surgery in between my shoulder blades, and yeah, I suffer like you wouldn't believe. And that's another thing over here. Yeah, the cold doesn't tear you to pieces with arthritis. My left hand's really bad, and I'm a bike rider. And in Australia, I used to ride every Sunday, and I love my bikes and all that. And like in winter, I used to struggle to pull the clutch in. By the time the day was over, my hand was wrecked. But yeah. But look, there's a lot of good things in Thailand. There's a lot of good people. There's a lot of bad people too. But like I think because I live close to Pattaya, I think it magnifies the problem. Um, like there's a lot of pros and cons. Living here, like it's a third world country, but they've got unbelievable internet. Okay, but you can't drink the water. What else? Oh, you name it. Some foods are ridiculously expensive. Some foods are so cheap. You can have dinner, two of us for 133 baht down the road here eating Thai food. And yesterday we went to Pattaya and Paddy's day off, and I was hungry. I hadn't eaten, and I went to there's a Burger King down there, and just got one burger, like a small burger meal. It's like a little chicken burger thing with whatever, and it cost me 340 baht, which is about $16. It's ridiculous. No, well, you're probably right. You probably can't. It's still classed as a third world country, I think. But yeah, okay. The steaks are okay. Just depends. Like if you get good Australian steak, you pay for it, but it's good. Um, it just depends. Look, I went to when I was still in Batong a bit over a year ago, about nearly 2 years ago. What's the steak food restaurant in the Holiday Inn there? And I can't remember what it's called, but it's the guy's name and steak restaurant. And the meal for two was about 4,000 baht, which is about $160, maybe a little bit more. But we had two of the best steaks I've ever had, best meal I've ever had, pretty much. Rev, I watched one of your videos recently where you talked about people dying, possibly in Thailand. I understand where you're bringing up the realities of the situation. So how are you doing? Okay. Oh, look, I have my moments. I'm suffering from depression. I probably need to be medicated, guys. But at the moment, I just haven't got the money to do anything. Every bit of money is, it's really, really how do you, dispersed with great care. Put it that way, because I have got to last. Now, I'm currently, I look, I'm 6 months away from getting my superannuation fund, which is my self-funded sort of money from working. And my company, g'day Vincent, how are you? My company that I deal with, they've just knocked it back, and they said, well, it's not up to us, it's up to the government, and the government have knocked you back. So I've had to try and get in touch with the Australian government, which is the tax department. And from here, because I haven't got my old mobile phone number, it's near impossible. So I found a link and to an email. I sent them an email, said, look, get back to me, pass it on to the relevant departments. And then I got somebody from Australia. I said, can you see if you can find me an email that I can send an email to and send my stuff to, so someone gets back to me? Now, that was on Monday. What's today? Today's Thursday. Nobody's got back to me, so nobody's got back to me. So that's pretty much standard. The tax department and stuff like that, they don't give service. They take your money, and that's all they're worried about, how much they can take off you. Australia's from, all my mates and that are, that have had businesses, they're saying Australia is such a shit place to live nowadays. The governments are crap, and, it's just all about sucking money like you wouldn't believe. Oh, thanks, Tabitha. Well, you know what? That's what I tried to do. And because of my situation, I'm fighting the system because of my bar getting ripped off. People got on there and just tried to tear me to shreds and tell me that I'm an idiot and blah, blah, blah. But these things happen. This is what's going on. I'm fighting this, and I'm fighting it. So maybe Joe Blow that comes in and does this is either forewarned or he's a bit smarter, or that someone's taken steps to ensure this kind of thing doesn't happen so much. You know what I mean? But I'm not prepared to. I wasn't rich when I come here. I come here with 3 million baht, and I partied and I spent about $30,000, right? So I spent, probably, I don't know, 750,000 baht, and then I come here, and what I was going to do is YouTube and then start a little business, and that's exactly what I did. I had a business plan, and the business was going to plan, but it got stolen from me pretty much, and from deception and stuff like that. So now, that's what I'm fighting, and it should be coming to court soon. So I'm living on an absolute pittance now. One of my actual subscribers is basically lent me the money to survive. So without him, I don't know what I would have done. Look, I haven't got anything in Australia. I've got nowhere to go, nowhere to, Australia's not my home anymore. I packed up and come here because of my depression. I was just sick of, I got to a point where I had to shut down my business because of COVID. And then I worked for another company, and it was one of Australia's so-called biggest transport companies, or biggest. And I was treated like garbage there. I was absolutely treated like garbage there. And I started feeling really, really low. And then I was working remotely from home, and it would just really sort of knock me around. I got to a point where I just started drinking and eating really, really bad food, and because I couldn't get out and whatever. And it's just really, really a rough time for me. I had an anxiety attack, and I thought I had a heart attack. I thought I was dead, and the chest pains that I had were incredible. And but I didn't. It was all anxiety and stress. It's from So that's my story. So that's why, I decided to, pack up, sell up what I had left after, not being able to run my business and stuff, and come over here and try and at least give myself a chance at some sanity and whatever. So no, I don't, Reverend. I really don't have any. One thing I look at, right? I'm not religious. I don't really know anything about religion. I don't begrudge anybody, because I know, like, my girlfriend, she's Christian and she swears by it, and she tells me, I've got to look to God, and I'm always saying, "Oh, God," so I've got a smack in the head for that. But what I look at is I've had hard times before, and then I know that one day I'll be looking back and saying, "Geez, that was a hard time, but I got through it." So I think that's what gets me through. So yeah, that's about it. Look, I've been through hard times, but I've had some pretty good highs. I've had a pretty good life too at points. I've made a lot of money, and had a lot of toys, and had really enjoyed my life because of but I bloody worked hard too. I really, really worked hard. So any funny anecdotes about? Oh, look, there's stories about Thailand I can tell you, but look, maybe another time, guys. If you don't know, I've got a Patreon channel. It's only just started, so it's probably not right up to scratch, but it's got 120, 130 videos on. It's got 15 of my truths that I can't sort of talk on anywhere else. It's got a thing about my bar that you have to read between the lines, because I got to be so careful about defamation and stuff like that. But it explains sort of a big part if you can read between the lines and stuff like that. It's there now. Guys, it's got 3 tiers, but they're all the same. It's up to you how much you pay. The bottom line, I think there's one for about $9. If you pay that, you get the same as whatever. It's only people that are, decide they want to pay more. It's up to them. So it's all the same thing. So if you're interested in it, guys, it's there'll be a link somewhere. If not, I'll put one up later or whatever. But Aussie and Thailand on Patreon, it should just come up, I think. So we've got 36 people on. Wow, that's incredible, considering that I just do this random. Yeah, okay, well, that makes sense to me, Reverend. Like that, you don't believe in religion either. Yeah, you believe in your relationship with God. Okay, I think Patty's a bit like that too. Yeah, but look, I don't know anything about it. I've been to church for weddings and funerals, and that's about it. I really don't know. I'm genuinely an atheist, but I know, look, a lot of successful people are into religion, and good on them. But I'm a really logical person, and the thing that doesn't make sense about religion is how come there's only one God, but how come there can be 20 different or 100 different religions? That's the thing that sort of I don't understand. But I don't get into it, so it's like talking about politics. You know what I mean? It's sort of, it's in Australia, it's you're either a Holden man or a Ford man, or, it's that type of thing. So what do you want to talk about, guys? What's going on? It's getting glary outside, so the sun is trying to break through. No, I don't, Reverend. What was I actually asking about religion? Meditation? No, I don't. Maybe I should. Yeah, guys, I've been. How do you put it? Guys, I'm probably. Are you still off the grog? Hey, Wayne. Yeah, more. Not totally, but I went 5 days alcohol free, and then I haven't drank much. So, I had a. What have you? I got a party to go to for a friend tomorrow night, so I'll probably have a couple of Samsungs and sodas or something like that. But yeah, mate, I'm feeling a lot better for it. Like no big nights or anything like that. Okay, yeah, Tabitha. Look, I can do that. I'll do another one of those videos. I've done one before, So when I've got a decent day, I'll do one of my days and that. Yeah. So yeah, look, I'm tossing up. I don't know, if I'd be classed as an alcoholic because okay, Vincent, I'll answer that question in a sec, Vincent. I'm just trying to think, like when my friend come over and stayed with me for a few months, I was drinking a lot more than I normally would. And when I had the bar, I didn't used to drink every night. I used to drink, probably, you know, a bit, but not every night. And so I like a drink, and I've always drank. I've always drank probably 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week sometimes. And one day a week, I usually have, you get a little bit charged up, maybe half a dozen cans of beer or bottles of beer or what have you. Um, you know, one big night a week. But I don't know if that makes me an alcoholic or not. I don't know. I'm sort of thinking my life would be better over here without alcohol. I think if I sort of joined AA or something like that. But I sort of still enjoy it, so I'm sort of really playing with the idea. And one of the days in the 5 days that I didn't have a drink, one afternoon I really, really struggled. I really, really felt like it, but I didn't drink. I was really, really good. So, yeah, yeah. Hey, g'day, Ricky. Yeah, I've been staying fairly active. Um, yeah, when you drive around and talk about. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wayne K. I gave up 4 years ago, but nothing. Yeah, I think it's probably something I got to do, Wayne. I think I have to probably give up, and basically say, yeah, go to AA and sort of make me have a reason not to drink. Hey, Jason, how are you? Hey, Mohammed. Yeah, so tell me your thoughts, guys. Do you think I'm an alco? The fact that I used to drink 3 or 4 times a week probably done it for 30 years. Does that make me an alco? Is that the definition of an alco? I never drink in the morning. Had the odd hangover, but never. I was always functional and stuff like that. What's your definition of an alcoholic, guys? You reckon it's ingrained over there? You should see over here. Now, I don't know if you've seen that video, guys. I rode down into Pattaya the other day, and I didn't plan on making a video, but I had my camera on me, and then I just started talking, and then I just come up with these ideas. So I started talking about, will Pattaya kill you, and what's the draw here and stuff like that. And there are so many, like Pattaya has got so many, it's got a drinking problem. Okay, Tabitha says so are most Aussies. Yeah, yes, Mohammed's still out. Love it. Son. I think that would be great. Well, Reverend, I'm thinking about it, and wine for breakfast. Yeah, I don't have wine for look. I don't even drink before lunchtime, guys, and most of the time it's not till night time anyway. Okay, so all right, but you know what? I think maybe I should just go to AA and just do it for the fact that I've got to stand up to something and not do it. So maybe I should do that. Yeah. Wayne, can't stop when you start. Sometimes I wouldn't say I can't stop. Sometimes I get charged up and I get the taste for it, and it'd be nothing like on a night where I've got the taste for it to have 7 or 8 beers. But guys, putting it this way, I've got a bar next door pretty much to where I live, and my mate Simon owns it. And I see people getting drunk, and I get charged up and have a bit of fun. But for me to get drunk is I fall asleep. Right now, anybody, and I'm not talking about drunk and whatever, rolling over in the garden and that. I I just put my head down on the table and go to sleep. But I don't stagger around. I can't, and I don't slur, and I might be a little bit, how you going, but but I don't sort of stagger and fall over and all that kind of stuff. So I see people I see guys pissing themselves and all kinds of horrible things. I'm thinking, thank God I'm like that. Moderation, Greg, you got to get a few of social. Yeah, but I'm thinking, okay, Vincent, yeah, sort of, but I think like the money situation, I should be just giving it up altogether. You know what I mean? But one side of me thinks that the thing with depression is like, yeah, you think it's going to make you feel better. I know it's supposed to cause more depression and stuff like that, but for me, it doesn't at the time. And I'm not one of these sad drunks that carry on and mope on and that, and they turn into a nightmare. I got a friend; he's a lovely guy when he's straight, but when you give him a drink, he just turns into, oh, you just don't want to be around him. He'll either get violent or start crying, and anything in between. I'm not like that. If someone argues with me or that when I'm drunk, I don't even argue. I'll just go away, or I'll go home and go, away from. I'm not really interested in that stuff. I've got a sister who's got a problem, and she doesn't realise that the more drunk she gets, the more like a kitten she is, and like she's violent, and so she just puts herself in so bad situations and stuff like that, you know. Muhammad, who him would have been a better? Oh, mate, I don't know. I don't know. Look, I never really spent enough time there. I did have a good vibe about the place, and I did like it when I was there. But this is pretty good here too. 5 beers a day as an alcoholic. I didn't have 5 beers a day, but I had 5 beers every second day, probably, sometimes more. Yes, you save about 5-10K per year. Wow, I'm not surprised about that. Like I was drinking when I was working for the last job before I decided to come to Thailand. I Yeah, I was drinking a lot. Hey, yeah, and I put on a lot of weight. I didn't realize drinking that much puts on a lot of weight when you drink every day. Now I probably that 5 days that I didn't drink, I dropped over 1 week. I dropped 5 kilos. You know what I mean? So alcohol's just stacks of weight on you. I know someone who's the nicest person out there, but 2 drinks and turns into a real arsehole, Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, yeah. Jason, one of my best friends is like that. And he's such a nice guy. I've known him since I was a little kid, and he'd do anything for you. But add alcohol, he just turns into a prick. Sorry about the language, guys, but it's true. Like one time he came to my and fell asleep, pissed himself. Like, he'd be homeless after 5 years. Yeah, you reckon, Mohammed? Alcohol, the devil's tea. You don't smoke as well, guys. I'm not a smoker. I've never really been on drugs. Like when I look, I was in a situation where I won't get into it, but yeah, like bikey situation, okay, and that was so I tried a few drugs and a bit of cocaine and stuff like that, but I've never really got into anything like that. The last thing I would do is try crystal meth or anything like that. Um, Now there's a lot of weed that gets around here, and I get past a joint pretty regularly, and mate, I'd probably have 3 single puffs or double puffs on a joint a week. You know, and it's going around, and I don't mind. But the thing I don't like about weed is it doesn't ever always seem the same. Like sometimes you have just one puff of weed, and because I'm not a smoker, it really affects me. And the other day when I had a puff, it sort of knocked me for a six. But another one time, it just made me feel I wasn't feeling great, and it just made me feel so good. And I thought, this is unbelievable. And then the next time I had a puff, I felt like shit. I just felt like a zombie, So yeah, I'll try to be level. I'm pretty logical, guys. So yeah, that trolling that I was going through a while back. So I still get some. It's still in the comments and that, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. That was knocking me around. It doesn't sit well when people just, getting on there saying bad things about you when they don't know the facts, and they just run off it. It's like Kid and Jillian ice cream test. Willpower, yeah. Well, guys, that's one thing I do like chocolate, and yeah, so there's my willpower. Yeah, I know the alcohol does mess with your brain chemistry too. And I tell you, I'm on testosterone, guys. I take it once a month, um, and it's probably low because I was drinking, And now, when I get my shot and all that, I feel good. But towards the end of the month, it starts to wear off, I think, and I'm feeling a bit low. And I've got a lot going on. And some of this stuff is so stressful, So okay, Billy. So that's over the dark side. What's it like over there? I know there's some really good pool villas and like estates, gated communities and stuff over there. But I've got friends that live at I don't know, some golf place around here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I never thought of it like that, Vincent. Yeah. It's quiet, mate. Yeah, it is quiet. Well, yeah, not only there, but it's quiet here too. Walk, yeah. Talking to somebody, my mate John from one of the bars. He gets, I think he gets a weekly or twice weekly or something like that. But yeah, I've I need to check that out because I think my sort of thing is like I sort of go up and sort of then come down for a while. So I think I got to check that out. Yeah, apparently dark chocolate is really good for you. And okay, dark chocolate, huh? Guys, I like my coffee in the morning. I have generally one cup coffee a day, but I love my cup of coffee a day. So, guys, I don't know if you just watched my video the other day when I was riding around Pattaya and talking about stuff. Then I rode down Soy 6 and whatever, done the video. But, it was a light-hearted thing, but, like it just making me think, I'm looking at these people and, you got such a mix of people like you do everywhere, but so many people in Soy Buakhao and so many blokes. I sort of see these guys, bunches of guys, and I turn the camera away or I'd actually drown them out because they just look so bad, their health, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to portray the place like that. So, if there was a stretch of video, I'd just put I don't know, a thing in and make it look like it just wasn't there. So, yeah, do you know, Chopper Harris, do you know your mate was going to post your recording your ex about the bar? Who's my mate? Hang on. I'm just trying to. Who's this Chopper? Who's that? Guys, there's a couple of recordings out there, right? Now, I'll clarify something. I did record. I had the phone in my hand in front of her, right? But I searched for some legal advice, and some of it I went to Australia. Now, one of these recordings got out, and it was made by a YouTuber in Australia. It had nothing to do with me. I just want to clarify that because that's a defamation, and that's one of the things she's trying to get me on, right? Now, I did that for a reason. I was getting hammered and hammered and hammered, and I just got sick of being hammered. So I started recording some of the stuff, and I thought, well, this is, anyway, I can't really talk about it even, but it's going to come up soon. You know what I mean? But did you know your mate was? Well, if it's the mate I think it is, who's not my mate anymore, but I think it was going to I lost my temper. He done something really bad to me, and I lost my temper at him. But it was over text, and I said something pretty choice to him. I said, "Look, if I was there, you know, I'd probably punch you in the mouth." Like, that's not a very nice thing to say, but I was really, really angry, and because of the low things he said to me, and yeah, and then he turned around and started saying that he was going to more or less go to the police and just say bullshit about me, so I'd lose my court case. So yeah. Okay, thanks, Rev. Thanks for that. Yeah, joining in. It's good to have you come along. Thanks for that. Okay, did you know your mate was going to post your recording your ex about the bar? And, yeah, I don't know. Look, there's nothing. I've done nothing wrong, guys. Like, I've done nothing wrong. You know, like, people have make it like what the best way to fight me. I think they think is by to try and make me look bad. And oh, mate, I don't mention names. Walk could be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's Chopper would have to answer that, not me. You know, I'm over that thing. You know, like, it turned out the way it did. Now, you know, okay, I'm dirty about the situation and what happened, but you know, if that was going to happen back then and it didn't happen, what would happen now? Like, you know, somebody that is not going to be good to deal with, and you're going to come across it later. You better be out of it sooner, I think. So, you know, it's history as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know if I run over a Chinaman. I don't know if I should have said that, actually. If I don't know what I'd done to cause a couple of things of huge bad luck, but yeah. But you know what? I believe, guys, that karma and not just karma, but everything comes out in the wash. So I believe in trying to give back stuff, and you know, I want a big shout out to Roger Lewis too. Roger, if you're there for some reason, you're watching this thing, thank you, buddy. You're an absolute legend. Sorry, Roger donated some money the other day, and it was a bigger than normal amount. He donated $150. It was unbelievable. Thanks, Roger. Yeah, so I believe in. I don't know if I believe in karma because I never seem to see any karma, but you know, I'd like to think that, you know, you be good to other people, they'll be good to you. You know, but it doesn't happen. Like, yeah, that's a question for you guys. Now, this sort of shoots that down in flames. Now, I've been in a couple of situations where I've been in a financially an okay situation. I've had friends that were in not so good situations. Now, for one reason or another, I've lent them money to help them out of problems, and on 3 different occasions, right? You think I would have learned by the first or the second time, but no, 3 times. I like to believe in the good of people, and 3 times those people, I've not seen them ever again. You know, no attempts to pay me back the money. You know, TJ, it's not normal to drink. It's alcohol. Who's drinking every night, mate? Yeah. So, has anybody else been through something like that? Lent people money when they're all in all kinds of trouble, and they never attempt to pay you back. You never hear from them again. You know, I agree with you, TJ. It's not normal to drink every night, but some people do. I don't. I was for a while, and that's why I chose to do something about it. If you're new on the conversation here, TJ, I put the question out there. If I had me drinking 3 or 4 times a week, does that make me an alcoholic or not? You can have your opinion on that if you want. Okay. Wouldn't even lend money to your family. Yeah, Jason. Yeah. Okay. So it's a thing that happened, you know. Yeah. Anyway, you like to see the good in people, but you know, like, I don't know if you're listening to before. There's a thing called, I think it's called the triad something, and it's about it's a culture of it's in a lot of women over here get involved in bars and what have you, and it's about they lose their sense of basically morality and decency, and it's all about getting money, and they just don't care about anything. They've got no remorse for anything. They'll do anything just to, keep the keep the game alive, and it's all about money. And they're just what's the word, unscrupulous is regarding what there's nothing they won't do. And my friend, he's written my friend teacher, what's his name, Mark. He's written a book about it, and it's going to be published soon. And he's done some awesome research, and the stuff that he's written blows my mind. It really, really does. Refusal does often offend, but Yeah. So what's one anybody else got to talk about? Like what I don't know what else I can talk about, guys. I've got on here to say g'day. I've got to be somewhere in an hour, so I've got another half an hour to kill. Okay, back to depression. Is anybody else on here suffering depression? It's the week before last. I had a shocker of a week. Like absolute shocker of a week. I was thinking bad thoughts and stuff like that. And you've had a dark week, Ricky? No, that's no good, bro. Yeah, I was thinking bad thoughts and what ifs, but it's not a good way to feel, guys. It's really shit, and there's so many people, men and women, that have dark feelings and feel suicidal and go through depression, and it's different for everybody, like for me it's mainly anxiety and anxiety and depression, like I don't have any schizophrenia or bipolar or anything like that, but a lot of people do, and it's just like, guys, it's okay not to be okay, but talk to us. Talk to us. We can get on and have a chat and do whatever we do and kill some time and make you feel better, because my buddy from Melbourne, he come and had his party at my bar, and me and him become great mates, and I don't know if I messaged him or he messaged me, but I ended up having a half an hour phone call with him, and I tell you what, it made the world of difference. And I wasn't about depression; it was just having a chat, So, like feeling alone and shit. Feeling alone and shit. You don't have to do it. I was lucky enough to have a couple of mates and a good doctor before I left Australia. So, don't be alone, guys. There's email. Anybody wants to email me, guys. There's Aussie in Thailand, Aussie in Thailand with AU in Thailand at gmail.com. Anybody can email me, and I'm up for emails and stuff like that. Yeah, it is good to talk. It's good to talk. Just talk to anybody about anything, rather than sit in a corner. Oh, a few people asked me about Brian. Now, Brian was the guy that I made a video, don't let this happen to you, and then it pretty much happened to me, but not to the same extent. And I spoke to him the other day, mate. He's down in the dumps. Brian's been living like a beggar for a couple of years, right? Here. He's had people pay for his visa. He's had this, he's had that. He's a mess. He's as skinny as a rake. He's living out behind Bankstown Pattaya Hospital, somewhere up there. He's got nothing. He lives in a shitty room. He's got no air conditioning. He hasn't even got a fan or a TV. And he's an absolute mess, guys. And I don't know what to do for him. I said, do you want to come on, do you want me to video and see if we can do something? He goes, no, I don't want to put my face out there. So I said, well, can I talk about it? He said, yeah. G'day, Inclinations 1972. Okay, yeah. I said, can I tell people how you are? And he said, yeah, but he's not doing good, guys. So if you remember the video with Brian, it's probably been one of my biggest videos. It's got 130,000 views. And, he's not in good shape. He's struggling like you would not believe. And his lawyer has paid for his court fees. He doesn't know. He hasn't got a court appearance number. Now I've got a court appearance number so that I know that I'm going to get in, but he hasn't yet. and he doesn't know if he's going to be here next week, guys. He says, look, I get out, I go for a walk, and then I just come back to my room. That's all I do. That's no way to live, guys. It really, really is not. Now, whether he bought it on himself or whatever, who knows? Who knows? But, like it's not good to see somebody or hear about somebody like that. Read Jordan Peterson, 10 rules for... Okay, yeah, that sounds good, Craig. There's a love heart right at the end of the sentence, so I can't see it until the next person puts their comment up, but I'll write that down. Jordan Peterson, 10 rules of a life that works. Yeah, there's a lot of good information out there. Guys, anybody come across the motivational scams? Right, I know. I know a couple of people that have got right into these motivational scams, and the odd one works out. Most of them don't. It's just a matter of taking your money. But the odd one works out. They believe in, they're Jesus Christ superstar or whatever, But it's crazy. Some of these things. There's people forking out so much big money to become what do they call it? Like an influencer. They wander around and I'm going to go out at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go for my 10-kilometer run, and then I'm going to do my 5-hour workout session. Then I'm going to go to the office and do this and do that and blah blah blah. And I've got a dinner appointment at 7:30, and then we're going to go. Yeah, it's just full on crazy stuff. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, people. It helps. It does help. Look, I tell you what, you can also email me on Aussie and Thailand at gmail.com. That's with an AUSSIEINTHAILAND. Yeah, Aussie in Thailand.com at gmail.com. So if there's anything you want to make videos about, guys, it's just a bit awkward for me at the moment because the coin is tight. And so it's pretty hard to get out and make a lot of the videos that I'd like to get out and make that I used to make. You know what I mean? Because of my situation. But hopefully it's not going to last for too much longer. I'll get through it, and then I'll be standing on the hill and going, yes, Hopefully. Well, that's the way I'm looking at it. So, yeah. Anyway, guys. What time is it? Yeah, it's good. I've got plenty of time. So, anybody else struggling with depression? Anybody got any ways to make you feel better when you've got a bit of depression and stuff like that? Like, what works for you? You go for a walk, or watch a movie, or eat, or drink, or I know those things aren't the right things, but some people do. I eat when I'm depressed. I don't know why. Okay, look, look, I've been screwed around again, like I can't get onto the tax department. I've got one of their emails, and I sent them the whole thing, and I sent them the whole bizzo that I sent to Australian Super, and I said, please pass this on to the relevant department, and I couldn't get on to anybody, and lift weights and cycle to feel better. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, and I tried to get onto them, and they haven't replied to me. Then I got a friend from Australia. I said, can you see if you can find me an email address for the tax department? And he found me their super email address. And so I've sent them an email, but they haven't got back to me. If I was starving to death, guys, I'd be in all kinds of trouble, yeah. Depression stopped for me when you stop drinking. Yeah, okay, Wayne. What's that? Lesbian drinks again. Oh, Craven. Craven Moorcock, yeah. Of course, there's kids have an answer like that with a name like that. Wow. You don't. Well, how do you get away with that name? Are you a man or a woman, Craven? Yeah, try dicks again. Yeah. Anyway, it's a funny joke, guys. If you did you read the one from Craven? Yeah. Yeah. Funny stuff. You get all kinds on here. Just happy I haven't had anybody troll me today. I haven't had anybody troll me on the live streams for a while. Okay, so what's going on, Craven? Yeah. Good one, mate. Good one. Good. So come on, talk to me, guys. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? And not about the bar, something else. What do we want to video? What do we want to know about? Tell me stuff, and I can see if I can go and find out about it. You know what? I come up with more ideas when I'm around, and I've got no pen and paper to write them down, and I come up with about 100 different ideas every day, and by the time the end of the day's come, I've forgotten them all. So I should just write. I've got to take a pen and paper around and just write everything down. Yeah, Wayne, depression stopped when you gave up drinking. Yeah. Well, yeah, I believe that. I don't see any reason why. Yeah, but I didn't think alcohol was a hugely depressant for me. I really didn't. It didn't sort of, really do that much for me as far as make me unhappy and that. But maybe I didn't realize it. But it's probably creeping up on me over a period of time, and then, yeah. That's why I don't like antidepressants, guys. They sort of put me in a fog. Craven, yeah, there is a bit of a wet season going on this year compared to last year. There's nothing that's, yeah, I'm flipping thing, yeah. Jason, I don't get like that unless I get really, really shit faced. Then I don't remember anything. But yeah, no, there is a wet season, guys. It's showers in the morning and at night. Usually the rest of the day is pretty good. But this year, a lot more so than last year. And big floods down in Phuket or Patong down at halfway down the beach near the big roundabout. 10 best restaurants 500 metres from your bar. Is that a topic you want to know about? I'll tell you one. Across the road from Rompo Market, there's a bloody good Indian restaurant. And my mate Ben took me there, and I'm not really into Indian food, but God, it was good. So if you're on Second Road across from Rompo Market, look for a giant square sign. It's an Indian restaurant. It's the only one there. And the food's bloody amazing. I never thought that about Indian food. So yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, I know alcohol is a depressant. Biggest Dickers definitely enjoyed your look around Bacau and Potter. Oh, good. Yeah, I will. I'll do a night one. It's just I'm gonna have to do it with a 360 camera. I've got two 360 cameras, but because of the light, GoPros are shit at night. And if and what happens is they will film, but with soy pothole, because it's so rough, they lose their stabilization under low light. So I've got a really big mother camera here somewhere, and it'll do the job. Jobby. Yeah. So I've got two 360 cameras here, and I can mount them on my bike. But this one, I don't know if you've seen one of these. It's a big 360 camera, and it takes from both sides. And I'll ride around with that mounted on my bike. And but the only thing is, guys, I can't play the music. Patty and I, she'd never been down to Soy 6 and sat at a bar and had a drink, and so we went down there yesterday after I had to do something at the police station, and she enjoyed it. She said it was good. We just sat at it wasn't a real girly bar. There were a few girls there, but she just sat there, and it was an eye opener for her. She'd never seen anything like that before. She's getting a few eye openers lately. She's been because the bar that we drink at's got a few girls, and because we go there a bit, and they're friends of ours down there, and we'll go down, and I'll just have a Coke or one beer or something like that. Normally used to go down there and give it a hit, but anyway, so we go down there, and she's got to know the girls, and then she's getting shocked. She comes home and tells me all these things. Do you know those girls? They go short time they go with 5 different guys a night and stuff like that, and she's blown away. Hey, ever been to Krabi? Yes, I've been to O&A, Craven. Yeah. The night market near my bar. Okay, all right, I can do that, but that's just basically the bar. The night market's not much. It's just a little area down the front, Craig. I might do the big one where the aeroplane is in Pattaya, maybe. And there's the one on the beach down past Chayapuruk's a good night market, food market. Yeah, I've been to Krabi, mate. Craven, yeah. Awanang. It's changed a bit. I stayed there for a week in 2018, I think. And I was down there in August 2022, And yeah, Krabi. The week I was there in Krabi, it was raining the whole time. So it gets a fair bit of rain. But there's some pretty cool things in Owenang. There's a place called, what's it called? Um, 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 Rayleigh. If you ever get a chance, you're in Krabi, go to Rayleigh. That's mad. Toward brother, not looking good for Steady Eddie. Oh, really? I seen a bit of Nick's stuff this morning. M1, Greg, do you know of any storage places for people that want to submit to store their stuff? Um, M1, I don't, but I did see a sign down on Second Road, so I'll take notice next time. But I don't know if the sign's still there. I think they might have moved it and put a hotel sign there. But there was a big storage sign right on the corner of I think it was Triabrook and Second Road. But there's definitely storage places around here. I can tell you that now. I've seen signs. Okay. Hey. Okay, so there's definitely places here. Yeah, ever been to Krabi Town and Owenang? Yeah, so guys, if you want somewhere that's like in the high season, it's a really good place to go to is Owenang or Krabi. It's sort of a bit like Phuket, but just not as busy. And it's got a good vibe. It's got all the boats that take you out here, there, and everywhere. You go to PP Island and like Maya Bay, which is the beach, Leonardo DiCaprio, and then Pele Lagoon, which is probably the most beautiful place you've ever seen. The water's just clear and blue, and it's unbelievable. It's so nice. So yeah, Krabi and Owenang, and that. I got 4 videos about a trip I did to Krabi. If you want to look at some stuff, there's some pretty cool stuff on there. Some amazing scenery and stuff. I did 4 days, and if you skin through those videos, you'll get to see a bit of it. And there's another video that I did. I think it's called Beautiful Islands of Phuket. It should have been Beautiful Islands of Krabi because they're it's about Owenang and Maya Bay, PP Island, and all that. So it's in one of the videos, and it's really, really good. So I'll tell you what, there is also, guys, they had there's a place called Ratcha Island. I've done a video on that as well. It was about catching a catamaran out to Ratcha Island. And Ratcha Island is it's a beautiful place as it is, but in the centre, it's got this village, and then it was all abandoned. So it used to have big restaurants and stuff everywhere. And when I went in there, we caught those ADV 4-wheel quad things. And I had Alicia on the back, so she saw the camera and filming over my shoulder for me. And yeah, we go through this through these up past some resorts, and they're all closed. And you're right into the middle of the island up there, and it's like a little town. And you can imagine in the day, this town just going off. Like it's got a 7-Eleven up there, it's got a chemist up there, it's got big restaurants, and it's got big things with pad thai here, and and all these bars and stuff, and they're all closed down and derelict. And you go a bit further on, you go down to this beautiful beach, and yeah, you go along this beautiful beach, and then there's these little huts, and they're bars that have fallen down and derelict as well. So if you ever get a chance, go to Ratcha Island, guys. I think it'd be something special if it's coming back. And but yeah, it's certainly an eye opener. Really, really cool. You're not still in Thailand, are you, scrounging? Are you? Who's this? Dion Moore. You're not still in Thailand, are you, scrounging? Mate, are you about to be, Dion, you're about to be, leave their conversation. Bye-bye. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't have to put up with that crap, I'm going for a hard time, but I don't have to be, insulted. Jog along here. Brad Hamilton. You store in Pattaya's great storage. I store my vehicles there when I'm leaving, and they have storage units also. Okay, cool. Okay, Brad. Cool. Yeah, did you see that guy saying, are you still scrounging and blah, 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 you're still in Thailand? Like, I don't have to put up with that, guys. I pay my way through Thailand. Okay, so people help me and donate a bit of money to me, going through a hard time. But you know what? I also give a lot to a lot of people. And, I've never, ever just done anything like they accused me of. It's just ridiculous. Good afternoon, Improved 86. How you going? Mate, I'm feeling a bit, I got called down to the police station yesterday for somebody's trying to have a go at me and get some money out of me and make me look bad. But, it's all crap. So my lawyers told me to don't sign anything, don't give them my passport, don't do anything. So take us to court because it's all bullshit. Okay, so that's... Yeah, so I was a little bit anxious from that, and so that's, but I'm okay, yeah. It can be a bit unnerving when you're in a room and you got 8 Thai people and you're the only Farang and they're all talking and you got one interpreter who only interprets half of what I say and then all the rest is Thai back at you and you can't understand, yeah. Yeah, so no, I'm okay. Yeah, no, look, it is what it is. For people to do okay out of what's going on because I'm fighting the system, they're trying to discredit me. And Dion in his mum's basement, he is now, mate. He's been put in the naughty corner for being a dickhead. Yeah. So anyway, look, I'm just not going to put up with that guy. So I'm here to have a bit of fun, get on with you guys, and life's too short for shit. Seriously, it really is. Like you have enough problems in your life as it is without idiots, getting on and, causing trouble and, yeah. So anyway, he's better off where he is. He's in a better place now. Out of my face. I shouldn't say things like that, should I? Yeah. Anyway. Fucking hell. Sorry, guys. I mean, the stuff I see in here most days, guys. I don't know if you've heard of it. Like in the early days of when the bar stuff come out, I was getting people screaming at me I was at the beach at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? I couldn't sleep. And I went for a ride on my bike and I went down to I was feeling a bit homesick, I don't know, but I used to ride bikes in Australia every Sunday and we used to meet at Macca's early in the morning, like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we'd go for a big long day ride. And well, this day I was up and I couldn't sleep and whatever. I jumped on my bike and I rode. There's no Macca's in Jomtien, so I rode into Pattaya. And I got some Maccas and I went and sat across the road on the beach eating my egg and bacon muffin and my coffee and my hash brown. And this guy just starts abusing me and, going off and blah, blah. I just lost my shit and I nearly chased him down the road in the end. But crazy. Like, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know my story. And he's abusing me and telling me I'm, whatever. I had another guy do it in Wombat in Kiwi Bar. He's going asking me this and he didn't know jack shit. And he's sort of having a big go at me. I said, mate, just piss off. I don't want to talk to you. Biggest dick is I'm coming over for 6 months, but now I'm sure I should be. Should you buy a cheap scooter? Just hire one, mate. Hire one. I would. If you, it's up to you. If you've ridden scooters around here and you're up to speed, maybe you could buy a cheap one and be right. But other than that, I'd hire just a near new small scooter and be done with it. Up to you. Yeah, wear a helmet, guys. I got trolled a bit for not wearing a helmet, and that's true. I did often not wear a helmet, and it was always around near home. There's a small, maybe a block, a couple of kilometres radius that there's no place to come, and so you never and it's hot, and that's why I wouldn't wear a helmet. But I try and wear it all the time now, guys. Occasionally, and I'm not lying to you guys. I call it as I see it. Occasionally, I'll go down to the one of the street food cards, and they got these little pork things on the stick, and they're beautiful. And occasionally, I have them for breakfast and a bit of sticky rice. And I go down there, but it's like I don't know, probably a kilometre there and back. And sometimes I don't put my helmet on, so I'm bad, So, but yeah, wear a helmet, guys. Just because I don't always, mate, I'm stupid. But wear a helmet. It could save your life. And I've seen people die here, guys. And if I've seen 3 deaths, I've seen 1 happen, and I've seen the aftermath of 2, right? But that's when I'm on the road. So you imagine how many happen, like all the time. It's just huge. The numbers are huge. I hate to even think. So yeah, crazy. But yeah, wear a helmet. Up to you about the scooter. If you're a good rider and you can probably get away with riding a shittier scooter, if you're a bad rider, get a scooter that's near you that will perform and the brakes will work and you're less likely to have an accident. There you go. That's my thoughts. I can't believe we've got 42 people on for our unscheduled live stream. That's pretty good, eh? Unbelievable. So thanks, guys, and just another shout out to the people that bought me coffees on the videos and stuff like that, and scan the screens, and it really helps. And I can't tell you how grateful I am. It's really helpful. So thank you so much. Okay, so what else have we got on? Have I missed anything? Okay. Yeah, I look. The reason I don't do too many food review things is it's just the money side of things, guys. I just got to watch my pennies, so that's why I don't go and review like restaurants and stuff like that. Where it mightn't sound like a lot, but I spend $20 on a restaurant that could get me a long way. Living my tight ass life that I've got to live at the moment to make it through to my court day. So please understand that. So if you're wondering why I'm not doing that type of reviews, and to be honest, even when I had the bar, because I was onto what was going on for quite some time, I really had to watch my pennies early on in the piece. And look, but when it comes out, I will. Now, if I win, right, I will release the whole thing. I'm going to write a book about it. I'm going to do the whole bit, and the proverbial shit will hit the fan. So. What's this, Craig? Where's Dion? Oh, yeah. So what I want to do is I want to write a book about this. What's happened to me, and get it out there. I'm going to promote. If my lawyer gets through this, I'm going to promote him as well because he's doing this on a pro rata thing now. He's been given bugger all. He's given 50,000 baht, and it's cost him more than that already to promote my case. But he'll get 15% from the total outcome. So I don't think he'd do it if he didn't think he was going to win it. He's not in the business to lose money. So there's that. And I'm going to make videos about the whole thing. And I'm going to make videos about this triad thing and whatever. But they're just things that the timing's not right now. Okay, it's knocking. I've got this microphone and all I do is knock the stupid thing over. Okay. Surprising how dead the area is with the last video. Poor bar girl's happy. Jason Good Vibes got a girlfriend now. Oh, okay. So Jason from Good Vibes has got a girlfriend. Okay, up to him. I don't look. There's a lot of people. Cooper, me, and James. We don't talk to Jason. Bit over him, to be honest. Yeah. What about Cooper? Has anybody watched Cooper's videos and live streams? What's he up to? How's he going? What's he been doing? Last thing I've seen of Cooper stuff, Darlene just got a visa approved there. I'm not sure to go where, but she wanted to see the lights or somewhere. I don't know what lights, but yeah. But that was good news. She got a visa approved. Guys, if anybody knows about, if you've got a Thailand girlfriend, you're from Australia, it's not real easy to get them a visa to come over on holidays and stuff like that. It's a bit of work. Now I've done it twice, and actually I've done it 3 times. The first time was difficult. The second time wasn't so bad, but I had a lot better agent, and he was a lot more thorough, and he was great. And he done a good job, and he gave me pretty much 3 years holiday visa. They could come for 3 months at a time, and yeah, it cost me about under $1,000. All the girl had to do over here was go to get a biometrics done in Sukhumvit in Bangkok. and then it was all done and it was perfect. And so and that was ongoing. So but what happened is she got caught up in COVID and went home to see her mum. Now, we'd already changed the visa over to a partner visa. She went home to see her mum, and she got caught out and stuck in Thailand. So I ended up, after about 6 months, I ended it, and we didn't know how long it was going to take, and it turned out it was a couple of years. So I've seen her once or twice since then, but yeah, she's doing okay and doing well for herself. So good on her. All right, guys, I'm going to can it. It's time for me to go. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do as many random live streams as I can. Quite enjoy some of your guys' comments and stuff. So thanks heaps, guys, and I'll catch you soon.